Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about a very limited edition Laney amp for Tony Iommi for the tribute to Black Sabbath. I think there's only going to be 50 of these things, so let's take a look here. They might already be gone at the recording of this video because this came out, looks like July 1st. As I'm filming this, today is July 5th. So Laney Tony Iommi TI100 amp, a tribute to Black Sabbath's legacy. Get the iconic Black Sabbath tone. Laney releases a limited edition 50 units Tony Iommi TI100 signature amp celebrating his legacy and final show. In a monumental nod to heavy metal history, Laney Amplifications has released a highly anticipated limited edition reissue of the Tony Iommi TI100 signature amplifier through its Black County Customs Workshop. This exclusive amp celebrates Black Sabbath's enduring impact and marks their final show, The End, at Villa Park on Saturday, July 5th, today. Only 50 units of this collector's items will be made, making it a must-have for guitarists, metal fans, and Black Sabbath enthusiasts worldwide. Reimagining Tony Iommi's signature tone, heavier, compressed, and more gain. Laney project manager Simon Fraser Clark, who co-signed the original TI100 with the legendary Black Sabbath guitarist, sheds light on the evolution of Iommi's sound. Tony is very much one of those people who hasn't rested on his laurels, explains Clark. In 2012, Tony came to us and started talking about his new signature amp, the TI100, and that was used on the 2013 tour for the album 13. It was a departure in his sound from previous tours. He wanted something that was a bit more heavier, had a bit more compression to it, a bit more gain, so that led to the TI100. So Black Country Customs. The reissue faithfully captures the iconic tone. Laney engineers at the Black Country Customs Workshop have meticulously configured the amp's boost functions to mirror the performance of the standalone pedal. When activated, the bright red boost dial allows players to hit the front end of the guitar amplifier with extra decibels, delivering the signature Iommi punch. And I really don't remember where Laney makes amps. Are they also a British company? That's something I kind of want to look up. We'll take a quick look at that. So where are Laney amps made? Yeah, primarily UK. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was UK based. They make good stuff. Unparalleled control, enhanced presence, and independent EQ. The TI100 boasts independent 3-band EQ controls for each channel, offering unparalleled tonal sculpting. Players will also find dedicated enhanced and presence controls for each channel, a rare and welcome feature as these are typically global controls. The presence control adjusts the high-end response of the output section, providing a crucial post-EQ, spirits, and polish to make harmonics and feedback truly pop. Similarly, the enhanced control shape the low-end frequencies, tuned fully counterclockwise rather. It delivers a tight response, perfect for contemporary metal styles and full bore chug. Rotating the dial clockwise allows chords to bloom, offering fine-tuning for doom metal and heavier genres. Built for the road. Power, practicality, and precision. Under the hood, the TI100 packs a serious punch with a quartet of 6 L6 power tubes and 8 12AX7 preamp tubes, delivering a powerful 100 watts. Despite its robust construction, the amp is designed for practicality, featuring integrated grab handles for easy transportation. The 21.5 kg unit, a testament to its built-for-the-road philosophy. I don't know, kilograms I think is what that is. What is that in pounds? Of course, it's not letting me copy it. 21 kilograms to pounds. 46 pounds, roughly. A little heavier than that. Probably, yeah. So further enhancing its versatility, the TI100 includes an ultra-transparent effects loop cable of accommodating both pedal board and rack equipment. The loop also features an FX return gain dial to compensate for any gain changes when effects are applied, and it can be completely bypassed. The amplifier ships with a FSF TI foot switch, allowing seamless channel switching on and off controls for each channel boost. The foot switch is repleted with signature details, including Tony Iommi's iconic signature and cross logo. Around the back, the TI100 offers a compressive array of quarter-inch speaker out jacks, including a 4-ohm, 8-ohm, and 2x ohm, 16-ohm, 2x16 ohm, ensuring capability with various speaker cabinets. price and availability. The limited edition amplifier comes complete with protective covering, an array of case candy, and extras, making it a true collector's item. As Laney aptly states, it was Laney at the beginning for Iommi. The LA100BL pressed into service as he inaugurated heavy metal with Black Sabbath's eponymous anthem, and it has been Laney all the way since. MSRP is going to run you $5,000, or it looks like €3,000, I think. I think that's what that is. Is it really that expensive? Well, I guess you're shipping it over across the U.S. in retrospect. So this is something not a lot of people, including myself, are probably going to pick up. Is it cool? Yes, it's really cool. But there's only 50 units, and we will go ahead and see if they're even available. So available at Sweetwater. For more details on this exclusive Tony Iommi signature amplifier, visit the Laney Amplification website. More information. Yeah. So let's see if we can just find this thing available anywhere. I feel like, I don't know why it's not letting me copy anything on this website. It's very annoying. I wonder if it's because I'm that's interesting. So there's an old version. You can get an older version for $1,300. So that may play into that factor. I highly doubt these are available anymore. Yep, no longer available. So, unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to pick this thing up. I'm assuming it's very similar to his original, if not a one-for-one, maybe a little bit modified. But if you are looking for his specific sound and his specific amp head, go get the old model used for, looks like $1,400. This one says it's brand new. So, that is an option. It looks very similar to me. Maybe there's some subtle differences. Comes with a foot switch there, some signature stuff. But $5,000, that's steep for an amp head, especially when a lot of people are kind of getting away from them now. I don't have any modulars. I have a Line 6 Pod GX that I used for a short time when I didn't have, designated time during the day where there wasn't people around where I could use my half stack. And then I guess my quarter stack. I got a 2x12 too. Very, very loud, for where I live. Completely unnecessary. It was nice for a while. I was in a couple of bands here and there. 100, and I think the PV6505 Plus, I believe, is a 120 watt amp. And then I have a Carvin CTS 3200, which you can see in some of my past videos. Feel free to check those out. That is a 100 watt or 50 watt amp, depending on how you want to do it. And it is just, for my purposes now, they are just extremely way too loud. I have a Roland Microcube that is a lot quieter, so that, if people are trying to sleep or whatever, I don't need to annoy my neighbors, I'll do that. The Line 6 Pod GX is a very old piece of technology, but is technically a modular. It's not a traditional one like a Helix or something, but that was kind of the first one. You plug your guitar in, put some headphones on it, or you could do even a speaker out the back of it, and then you can play it with some settings and distortion without just annoying the crap out of everyone and everything around you. A lot of people, as I said, I think this is cool for collectors. I think a lot of people will like this. I like the way this thing looks. If it was available and not $5,000, maybe if this was around the $2,000 price point, I would think about it. But I feel like right now all of my amp needs are met. If I find an amp that I think is decent or an amp head, it doesn't have to be, a tube. It can also be solid state if I think it's decent. And I find it for a decent price. Sure, I'll pick it up and probably hold on to it. But when you already have two different types of amps, one's kind of a martially tone, PV does its own thing, if you will. That's like the heavy metal. I don't really see myself needing another amp. I have an okay amount of effects pedals. I don't have a lot. I don't even think I have 10. But I don't even use them half the time either. I'm usually too lazy to plug in my pedal board. I'll plug in the wah pedal once in a while. That's just fun to mess around with. But I think tube amps are it's going to be one of those things where they're never going to go away, but they're just going to be progressively more and more expensive, and it's going to just price a lot of people out of the market for them. And unless you really want one and really want the old tube sound, a lot of people will just get a modular. And yes, I understand it's not the same, but to the majority of people in the audience, if you're playing gigs, if you're in a band or something, they're not going to know the difference. They're really not. You just hook the thing up to the PA system, you're good to go. You know, that's realistically what I see the majority of gigging musicians doing. You know, sometimes they do have a smaller stack, and then yet again they're miking it up and it's going through the PA anyway. So that's something to think about. But Laney is a great company. I have had a few of my friends have had an Ironheart and a couple other amps, and they sound very fantastic, and I would have absolutely no issue using them in any setting whatsoever. This would be the same scenario, but I feel like this is one of those things where, because it's limited edition, because there's only 50 of them, I would hide this thing in my house forever, and it would never see the light of day again once it entered my domain, if you will. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit the subscribe button while you're down there. Turn on the notification bell. Leave a like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And until next time, as always, have a good one.